Hi Anthony, welcome to the second part of your recap from yesterday's session, and this is largely based on your movement from P4, top of the backswing, to P6, just before impact, shaft parallel to the ground in the downswing. One of the things we were discussing was that you felt you had too much linear movement in the downswing. Although having said that, the left knee didn't really get out in front of the left ankle very early at this stage, and as a result, the shaft of the club was getting dumped quite early, so you're starting to lose your angles, and then as a result P6 gets a little bit messy. Circumference of the swing's a little bit too wide, release point's a little bit too far behind the ball, and we run the risk of catching it heavy if we don't stand up through impact or divide the elbows. As we come through impact, then not a great deal of extension coming through. So what we're trying to do is improve the first move from the top. We want a little bit more linear movement, with the left knee moving out in front of the left ankle, loading the shaft a little bit more to P5, reducing the circumference of the swing, getting everything much tighter and tidier at P6. So what we've done here is we've put the cane down on the floor. This is very similar to the drill you see Mike Bennett doing when he's hitting the balls off the white line, and all we're trying to ask is that you hit the ground in front of the cane. That's all we've discussed at this point. We haven't talked about what the knee should be doing. We're just asking you to hit the cane or the ground in front of the cane. Straight away we do that. You can see the left knee moves out in front of the left ankle earlier. When you do that, the shaft loads a little bit more coming down. So fraction more loading of the wrists from the top in the initial part of the downswing. Circumference getting wider. Circumference getting narrower without the upper centre translating back. Release point much more over the top, stroke slightly in front of the ball. Radius of the swing much shorter. We're going to be able to hit out at it much better. You can see the massive lean in the shaft as you come through, as opposed to the club passing the hands on this one. Much more linear movement. You can see also the right leg straightening out rather than kicking in. Hitting out at the ball for much longer. Encouraging much more of a draw on the ball time and time again. So there's your drill. From the top, just going to run this through. Set yourself up with the club over the white cane. Try and hit out in front of that white cane, and that's going to do a lot of things. You can see the fact that it loads more on the way down. It's a little bit more loading of the wrist. The right arm, the expansion of the right arm is controlled much better. So everything's unloading at a much steadier rate than what we see here. We're just throwing the club as the body rotates, the arms are being flung out, and the radius of the swing expands. Great drill for improving your ability to strike the ball first, get that shaft leaning forward at impact, and also encourage more linear movement during the downswing. Good luck with it, and as I said in your previous recap, look forward to working with you again in the coming months. Well done.